would say, let me ask you, if you had three startups, very similar, but you need to decide which one to invest your money, what can be how the decision is made? What is the most critical points that will trigger your decision? Okay, I'm going to the right one and not to the left one, to number one and not a number two, because what?
See, if a company is lazy so as to not recognize the changing headwinds of the markets, then one needs to stay away from that company, no matter how good the founders are or how big the company is. I believe that the convenience and innovation of digital alternatives has turned what started as a pandemic era necessity into a preference for consumers and a competitive advantages for businesses. So, like some observations, there has been an increased adoption of enterprise software in the workplace. So, as employees return to offices, the lessons learned from the pandemic will remain. So, employers were forced to digitize their operations to be more agile and efficient, even when workers were at home. So, as a result, AI-driven enterprise workflow, customer success, employee management, and workplace collaboration tools gained popularity. So, they were the driving factor. This trend is difficult to miss. So, uh, just like this trend, there is a trend in fintech and the rise of the retail investor. So, 2021 and 22 marked the the rise of the retail investor and the continued dominance of fintech, driven in part by consumers turning to digital only financial services in the age of social distancing. So consumers are taking control of their financial well-being and swaying the markets by themselves, rather than turning to traditional financial services, which are not as convenient and cannot access all asset classes and investment strategies that the everyday investor may want. And the third trend which we see is that digital access to healthcare has become a necessity. So more patients and providers are now providing convenient services online, like medical consultations, therapist appointments, remote health monitoring. So this is all these trends are a wave which any investor has to ride, because the other alternatives are not so good.